I'm back in Palm Springs, Arco Caliente. There's 2 tables, 1, 3, 2, 5, I think just started. I'm on a list. We'll see if anything interesting happens. I don't plan a video, but if it's interesting, and usually it can be. I'll let you know.
LS 6 stroke.
So I'm in the back of the Arco Caliente casino. I parked over there. They don't allow overnight parking, but I think maybe it's even okay. Who's gonna knock on the door at 2 in the morning? Anyways, I played a couple hours and nothing special, nothing interesting. My old victims are there. I got like $300 and there was one hand, not that much interesting hand, but it reminded me on a hand that I read in one of these magazines, and that's what I want to talk about. But it's too late now. I'll do it tomorrow morning. What's in your pocket? Still supporting casino without a poker room. But that's some other story. Hey, that hand from last night, let's get into that. So here we go. It was a full table, 1-3 game, average stack 300. I at one moment had more than that, and then lost couple hands. I'm about 270. Under the gun is an aggressive guy who raising a lot, and he actually twice went all in on me. So in this moment, I'm on a button. I decided I'm going to use the position and mess him up. So I'm going to call here. Let's see what happens. Let's see the flop. 3 of us in the hand. Flop is bingo, 2 diamonds and the gut shot. I'm thinking here immediately, I want black 6. I don't want a diamond. Somebody else can be on a diamond draw, or counterfeited on a river. So I want a 6. If I can make a straight, it would be great. This guy always bets, and then on a turn on a river, he goes all in. Well, at this moment, I'm thinking, what can I do here? Next bet is going to be probably $80 or $100. So I decided to go all in. I had I started hand with 270. So at this moment, it's about 255, and I'm all in. He calls, and the third guy fold. We run it down. I get lucky on a river, but that's not the end of this story. The point of this hand is the third guy talking with Tano, who's sitting next to him, said he would have a 8 high flush. So I got lucky there by going all in, made him fold. Now let's see what are his odds to fold or to call. I went all in for 255, and there's a call that is 510, and the money that was in the pot, it's already over $600. He has to call another 220, which is 3-1. What are his odds? From his perspective, he only sees his 2 cards that are diamonds. With his 8-6 of diamonds, he has 48 point something, almost 50%, and that is 2-1. So his negative is 2. Money odds, he has to put 220 into over $600. That's almost 3-1. So that is 3 plus minus card odds 2. He's +1. Is that enough to make the call? Is it justified to make a call and gamble there? You tell me, what do you think? I'm not that good to know. Tell me, would you call there? So he folded. Now, that hand, I was thinking later, reminded me on the hand I saw in a card player magazine. The only similar thing is that a flush draw would win, and the guy actually folded. Let's see this one. So it's a card player magazine from January 15th. I actually hate this stuff. This is Monday morning quarterback. Somebody's writing the article and telling you what these three guys were thinking in that moment. There, I don't know, GTO, does GTO tell you what they were thinking? I don't know. And let's see what happened here. So here's the piece from that article. It's a tournament hand, so it plays different than we play a cash game where you can just go crazy. It's 10,000 buy-in. Players in that game really don't take unnecessary risk. And that's what this hand is probably about, not taking unnecessary risk. In a cash game, I bet you all three of these hands would be by the river all in. But, you know, this is not a $300 cash game. Millions for prizes, 10,000 buy-in. So the hand started with under the gun player raising to 5 million. Big blind is 2.4 and there's ante. Chip leader, he had pocket fives, he limp calls, and big blind calls with king queen suited. Three of them see the flop. Ace, five of spades and three of diamonds. There's not enough diamonds, and you can see percentage for the big blind. He has only 4.7 for runner. He even doesn't see ace of diamonds, so he doesn't have a nut flush draw, so he's just checking there. Chip leader with pocket fives got lucky. Now let's see how he gets paid. Under the gun raiser with his ace queen. He got the top pair, good kicker, and backdoor flush draw. He bet 7 million, chip leader calls, big blind folds his diamonds. And that turns later to be actually the winning hand. But how do you call that? I mean, you have to be really stubborn and not to know anything about poker in order to stay in this hand. Now, these bets are not that big. 7 million, that is like 3 big blinds, even less than three big blinds. So those are not big bets. But like I said, tournament players for big money, they don't take unnecessary risk. Pot is now 32 million. That is now significant. The turn card, 7 of diamonds, brings the backdoor flush draw. Under the gun player checks. Chip leader with his set. Bet 17 million. Pot is growing and the top pair calls. I don't know what's his plan. He's not raising. What does he put on the opponent, who right now has 100% to win the hand? There is no river card that makes him lose. So he has this pot wrapped. It's in his pocket. Well, is it? Now, the river card, probably the worst card of all that can come, 6 of diamonds, brings the backdoor flush, brings the straight. You need only 4 in your hand, like ace 4 suited. But what are the odds of that? How many combos of ace 4 are there? Or what other hand with 4 you would raise pre-flop under the gun? Think about it. Chris raised under the gun pre-flop. He checks again. Chip leader bets with his set 27 million. It's a value bet. Chris goes all in for 95 mil, 95.3, which is about pot size bet. Now think about it. What do you do here with your set? Backdoor flush? Well, do you really believe in the backdoor flush? Straight, okay. So if he called your flop and a turn bet, what did he have that's hand, you want to raise pre-flop. You want to open under the gun in the worst position at the table. You want to open. What hand do you have? That has a 4. You have 4-5 of diamonds. What do you have here? He is all in. Chip leader. If he calls this, he loses more than half of his chips. What do you do here? You tell me. You play tournaments here and there. The answer here is Aaron van Blerkum, the chip leader, current chip leader, folds. He puts like 40 million in this pot already, and he folds to save his tournament life. He has a winning hand that cannot be beaten, and he folds. How many times you did that? How often do you do that? Is it easy to do it? But these people, they play on a different level than you and me. We are just donkeys. He folded. He folded a 100% winning hand. Nothing there can beat him except any 4. In a cash game, there's no fold there. You cannot fold. But this is tournament for millions of dollars. First place must be $1 million or $2 million. That is life-changing money. That is something that you wait for once in a lifetime to be in a situation that you can win that. I'm puzzled. So now, this hand, to compare it to hand I played, that I already show you, the only similarity is that diamond draw folded on a flop like in this hand, and it would be the winning hand. So I was able to win with a smaller flush than the guy that folded. In this hand, this is amazing. It's nothing similar to my hand, but the set, you don't have the nuts. Any 4 beats you, and backdoor diamonds beat you. Or, think about it. How about pocket aces? Do you see pocket aces here? You're under the gun in a big time tournament. How much do you raise with pocket aces? And when you flop the ace, what do? You check. So, this article doesn't tell you that, but I am pretty sure he was more afraid of pocket aces than a backdoor flush draw or of king 4 suited, because you don't raise pre-flop with king 4 suited. So this Chris guy couldn't raise pre-flop. He raised with the good hand under the gun. Pocket aces comes to mind. I don't know. You cannot read their minds. There's no real explanation. This article and this comment here is bullshit. That's how I see it. And the way I see it, it's suddenly this Aaron van Blerkum said, okay, he had pocket aces and he trapped me. And he folded. So now Chris becomes the chip leader. I don't know how the tournament finished and did any of these guys cash something. You can look it up. It was these 2 hands. I don't know. I see similarity just in that diamonds draw, nothing else. But both hands are kind of, to discuss the strategy that you have, that people have. In this hand, obviously, these professional tournament players, they don't mess around. You don't have nuts, your opponent goes all in, you fold. Is there anything that beats you? Yes, there's a straight, there's a flush. You fold. Even he wins. I was also impressed by in my hand, the guy folded only for $200. And he was, I labeled him as calling station, so I'm wondering why did he fold there. But that shows you that we, the donkey crowd, we don't really have the real strategy how we play. We change it from based on a read or on the feeling or something. This example is how real players play. Well, enough blabbing. Wish you a good luck at the felt and see you in the next video.